Started with $1 in a dream. This one for all the people that said I couldn't do it.
I hope that you guys are all well. It's your boy Liswamu to be here, and welcome back onto my YouTube channel. Obviously, that's if you're already a subscriber, but if not, you can always just hit that subscribe button and also get to like this video, because I speak a lot more about videos that will empower your mindset, videos that will inspire you to be able to learn more, because my channel is all about, I'm helping you become a good trader and helping you actually become a much more skilled trader, so that you can have all things that are needed in order for you to understand how the market works. So on today's video, we're actually going to be speaking about 0 to 6 figure blueprint. And so I know most of you guys are actually asking yourself, what does it mean? What is it like? What 0 to 6 figures? Because honestly, I started off with literally close to 0 and I pushed all the way to 6, broke also above 7 figures. So I want you guys to be able to get this blueprint that will actually help you guys a lot on your journey. I hope that this is actually one of the videos that changes your life. I hope that most of you guys that watch this video will be able to tell me a few months later that you guys did get to receive a lot of value from it and a lot of changes have happened in your life. So what it is that I'm going to be speaking about in this video, stay tuned as I'll be breaking it down for you. Boom, yeah. So I want to actually talk about the purpose of the whole 0 to 6 figure blueprint. So I actually said, and I thought that, okay, no, I do get to keep, or I do get to help a lot of members out there be able to understand how the market works, the skills of the market, and actually how to actually be able to look at the market in a much more better perspective, like the 4D perspective, forecasting, and so on. But I actually discovered that I can do a bit more than that, which is the whole idea where the 0 to 6 figure blueprint came from, because I just sat down and I was like, okay, no, instead of me just giving guys how to analyze Nasdaq, how to make profits of this, how to actually see this, how about actually give them almost like a step-by-step form of being able to start off with like literally 0, understand how the market works, see let's say plan out what it is that they're going to be looking for in the markets, afterwards build an income from trading. Not only that, but also build their mindset, the wealth mindset, the psychology side of things, the mentally, and also build a secondary income, because this is actually going to also help you build a secondary income once you have already become a part of the whole 6 figure blueprint journey, or the whole 6 figure blueprint group. I don't know how to actually put it, because I'm too excited to actually sit and thought of this like a few days ago, and then I went and I planned it, and I've got all things ready just so you guys can be able to receive the most valuable information from this. So the whole purpose literally is to help you guys be able to get the skills of the market, get the skills that will actually 10 times your profits on the market. Not only that, but also develop a secondary income stream, which is amazing. Like already you'll be looking at the forex market and also another secondary income stream, which is amazing, because I have managed to build over 7 income streams. I know that most of you guys do know that, and it all happened within 2 years, because yes, I've been trading for 3 years, but I started taking trading much more seriously, like I would say on my like 2 years ago, I would say 2 years ago. And while doing that, while making profits, I was also able to develop much more better income streams, so that I can also focus on trading, be able to learn and backtest and everything. Because when you are not really making money from trading, it's hard to backtest, because like looking at it, what would you be while you backtesting, you're missing out on trades, you're missing out on a lot of opportunities while you're busy backtesting, on which if you have already income streams, you can focus on backtesting, because that whatever happens, you are still able to make money moving forward. So this is actually going to help you guys out way too much. Just make sure that you do give me your full attention, your full dedication towards this, and hopefully I will hear a lot of testimonials from you guys. Okay, so explaining the whole 0 to 6 figure blueprint on how it actually works, or how it will be working. So obviously there has to be some set of steps that you need to take in order for you to be able to grow, and I've designed those steps for you guys so that it can be super simple to follow. Because honestly guys, like I did say that on YouTube, looking at it, there's a lot of videos that I've done them in step-by-step form, but I still get questions like, what is leverage, how do I apply pips, what is this, what is this? It's all because of the lack of steps. Someone would watch my video today speaking about how I made 8,000 rands in a day, but they don't know the whole thought process behind the trade that I took, which it's a video that I uploaded maybe a few days ago, which is why I've got this here. Up here is what you will actually be learning in the whole blueprint. Now it's actually a blueprint, or I would say a map that will guide you And what you'll be learning is obviously introduction about me. I like the fact that here I speak about each and everything that I've been through ever since I've been in primary. Speak about what I've been through, the ups that I've experienced, the downs, mostly even the downs too, just so you can be able to see that if I can do this, so can you. And also I'll be speaking about the whole purpose of this blueprint, just so you guys can be able to see that okay, no, this guy is doing this for these purposes. So it means that if I actually put my effort on, like my effort on helping him, let's say, I don't know how to put it because I'm a bit stuck, but like if you do put an effort in yourself, like helping me by you developing that mindset, you developing those skills, you developing all those things, it means that we are all gonna become better people. Because remember, I watched a video just a few hours ago. It said that the people that are actually gonna change the world are entrepreneurs, not doctors, it's actually entrepreneurs, because we are problem solvers, and I'm here to solve the problem, which is to develop income streams. So also one thing that we're gonna be looking at too is the introduction of the markets that we are gonna be looking at. Obviously, I speak forex, I speak indices. There's specific indices and specific forex markets that I look at, that I dive into. So those are the things that we are also going to be speaking about. I'll tell you guys why I choose this market and what it is that you are going to be, what you can expect on how it moves and what actually does influence those markets. Those things are very, very important to take note of. And also the markets that we are going to follow, those are some of the currencies that we're going to be looking at, and also the indices and the trading sessions of those markets. Because normally, listen now, for instance, I was actually looking at the Nasdaq market, but because it's a bit late and because of the time frames and so on, it's not going to be as volatile as possible. As I did mention to you guys, that the trading sessions are actually very important, because looking at it, like, to be honest, like, as much as the market will be volatile at some specific time, it's not volatile at some specific time too. So you have to know when the market is going to be volatile, just so you can be able to capitalize from those moves. Because some of the trades that you are seeing, the same setup you can hold for a few days, but let's say make 3% on the trade. Looking at the fact that if the market was a bit more volatile and maybe you executed the trade within a trading session, you can still make 3% within like just a few minutes. Like literally today we closed the trade that gave us 2.2 percentages, only by us looking at trading from the lower time frame trading sessions and so on. Like now I saw a beautiful setup on Nasdaq, but actually let it slide because of the trading session. Like now the market is gonna close and so on. So that's one thing that we are gonna be learning too, which is amazing. And also time frames that you need to focus on. You can see I've got a point up there. It's time frames that you need to be looking at, like what is your higher time frame, what is your your pattern time frame, what is your entry, your execution time frame, what will be your management time frame too. Those are things that we have to focus on to now. So this is the whole 0 to 6 figure blueprint is going to teach you about, because as soon as I started applying these methods that I'm teaching you now, like it changed my whole trading journey. Like everything about my trading changed. I went from making 3% in, like, let's say one trade give me 3% in 2 days, 3 days, to that giving me within an hour, which is powerful, very powerful. So that will be some of the things that we look at. And also some of the things that we are going to cover is I'm going to reveal the whole strategy to you guys now. So it took me months of back testing. Like I even felt bad because in the premium group I was a bit more distant, because I went and back tested. Like I went and got more information that I could, as much as information that I could get. And instead of just having this information, I applied it, I back tested it, I used my own personal money, I took losses, a lot of losses. I also took a lot of wins. I saw that, okay, yes, there's actually a profitable one, something that I can show people out there. So it's something that is worth me risking at the end of the day. So that will be me revealing the whole strategy to you guys now, which is amazing, that you guys are going to be able to have the key to success, not only on trading and charts, but also on the mindset and also on your finances, because we are going to be covering you being able to develop multiple sources of income. As you know that I also focus more on increasing our incomes. And also how to apply the strategy is going to be one of the topics that we cover too. How you can apply topic and the strategy, how you can go about on when to execute, when to know the right time, not even time frames, when to know the right methods to apply it. Because you can be seeing the same setup, but the chances of the setup will be negative. Maybe it's because of the market is moving downwards and you've seen that setup, that's a buy setup, but the market, the whole momentum is to the upside and so on. So it's just on how you have to learn to apply these, so you know that a bullish pattern doesn't really mean that it's gonna shoot up whenever you see it. There will be times whereby it's invalid. So we're gonna cover that too, and also what you can expect next. So what you're gonna expect next is gonna be a topic that we actually cover a bit more about, the multiple sources of income, how you can go about on increasing your incomes, how you can go about on developing that six-figure mentality in order to just make sure that your income level also corresponds with that mentality, because it doesn't help if you know much but you're not making much. So we're going to be covering that too, which is super powerful. Okay, so now I kept things a bit more simple by developing a step-by-step process whereby you guys can literally plug and see 10 times profits, and not only that but also 10 times on the mentality side. Why am I saying this? Is because the first lesson that we actually cover is what I just went through now, all the things that we're going to be looking at, the markets, the strategy, and so on. I know that you guys love hearing about the strategy and so on, but we are going to be covering that. Not only that, the next topics that we're going to be looking at, which is going to be on the next model, I wouldn't say model, but the next video basically, it's actually an hour long, which is going to be dealing a bit more about the psychology of it, the mentality. We're going to be speaking about affirmations. Do you guys know affirmations? Those are things that actually helped me go from literally being a college broke kid to making over 6-7 figures, and at the age of 22 years old. So we are going to be speaking about affirmations. We're going to be speaking about something that changed my life for good, which is goal setting. So as soon as I started setting goals, a lot of things changed for myself, because remember, I was still young. I was still doing things that I shouldn't be doing. I was doing a lot of things that I wasn't excited about, and I sat down. I decided that this is what I want to live, this is what I want to gain, this is what I want to focus on. I wrote it down, and then yes, at the time I wasn't too good with goal setting, but those were the first journey of me understanding how goals work, personal development. So while sitting down, I executed some of the methods, and it's amazing, because just 3 years ago I wrote down what car I want to be driving, what my bank account, what I want to see in my bank account, all these things. And to be honest, I was even dreaming small, because at the time I wanted to have at least $100,000 rands in my bank account. But now I literally make that close to each and every week, because of the power of me believing and the power of me learning more on goal setting, and also being able to just increase my goals. Once you get it, once you understand it, you'll be able to become a bit more better. You'll be able to set bigger goals, bigger targets, and even if you don't hit your goal, if you know that you want to make 10 million, if you don't hit it, it's not because you made 20,000, it's because you made 2 million rands, which is also amazing. So we're going to be covering that too. But not that, and the world psychology. So the world psychology is actually something that I learned before I actually broke into the 7-figure level. I was actually playing around the 6 figures, and I didn't know how I can expand. I didn't know what I felt like. I'm at the limit, I felt like I'm at the ceiling. So I wanted to break above that, obviously. So I read more about personal development, and not only that, but I learned some of the habits that I need to take on, such as morning workouts, such as writing down some of my what I should be doing on the day, affirmations for the day, my values as a person, things that I have to keep up to in order to be myself. I wrote them down, and some of the habits that I developed. So I break down multiple habits that are there, all the habits that I learned, all the ones that helped me mostly, because there's a lot of habits out there. You can search them on the internet, there's a lot, but I'll be speaking about my experiences, the ones that has helped me in the past few years or months too, and we are going to be covering that. So, and after developing these habits, it allowed me to also develop multiple sources of income, and it felt normal. Today I'm able to make money 7 times a day, not a month, 7 times a day. Each and every day I make money 7 times, and it comes straight to me, and it's all because of I don't work hard, it's all because of the habits that I have developed, and I want the same for you, just so you can be able to live a life of maybe financial freedom, not only that, but be able to take care of your family, your loved ones, be able to do things that you want. Doesn't mean that I'm saying that I have a lot of money. No, I'm saying that I'm able to do anything that I want, and I don't have to think twice about it. I don't have to worry more about it, and I can still be able to enjoy my hustle, because I'm hustling by passion there. So those are things that we are going to be focusing on too. So I know that you guys are actually looking forward for this or to this. Okay, so speaking more about the blueprint, the whole journey of you breaking, going from 0 to 6 figures. Maybe you've made your first 10K, maybe you've made 1,000 or so on. But I want to help you get to the 6 figure level, and not only just 6 figures, once off, but 6 figure mentality, so that you can be at a 6 figure level a month. So speaking about it, we I've decided, I've sat down with my team, on which it was a hassle, it was a bit more difficult to convince them, but I decided that we would also be able to help you guys out with weekly live sessions. So we're gonna be having 8 of them. These are one of the benefits that are going to be coming with the 0 to 6 figure blueprint strategy course that I have developed. So it's going to actually help you out a lot more on understanding how we see the charts, so you can also be able to have almost that virtual one-on-one session with me, just so you can also be able to ask me questions during these live sessions, and at the end of these 8 weekly sessions, you'll be able to at least be at a whole lot of a different level compared to, that's something that I can literally promise you, you'll be at a whole different level than what you were when you started out. So you're going to be getting that 8 weekly live sessions. Not only that, you're going to be having September month of signals, and also October month you're going to be getting September and October month of signals, so you can also focus on learning more of the strategy. You can also focus more on mastering how the strategy work, while you still make money on how we are implementing this strategy, which is powerful. Imagine, like, this is what you do. You are learning each and every day. You're focusing on learning, getting information, seeing what I do, seeing the things that I teach, and all these things, applying those things, most importantly applying those things. At the same time, I still give out signals that you can take advantage of, and you can still make money while you're doing that. So when you get to a point where you're confident and you're doing these things on your own, then you already made money on your side, and are now very independent, which is amazing. I want you to get to a point where you don't rely off signals. I don't like signals too much because people get to rely off of them, but I want you to get to a level where you are very much independent, and you can easily just know that whether a person tells you to buy or sell, you know when you should buy, you know when you should sell, and you know if you want to buy or sell. So those are the things that we are going to be covering onto. And obviously, I know you guys do know of my master price action book. That book has changed a lot. I at first, when I wrote it down, when I got some ideas, the sources that I used and so on, I was a bit more skeptical on if this actually going to help out people, because I used information that helped me out, but I didn't know if it's going to help out a lot of people on a PDF form. So I did apply that, and looking back at it, the testimonials that I get from it, people that are respecting, saluting, the feedback that I get from it, I see that it did help out a lot. And remember, I'm doing this to help you out. So I wouldn't mind giving you guys also that, because I'm selling it at a specific price, but I wouldn't mind giving it in a package whereby it's just all in one, because at the end of the day, guys, my most important goal is to see you succeed. My most important goal is to see you win, win in whatever that you do, just so you can be able to achieve your goals, just so you can be able to fund that business that you want, that you love, that you really do care about. So you are going to be getting the master price action guidance book. I don't know what my members are going to be thinking when they see this, but I don't mind, guys. I'm willing to take the risk for you guys. So yeah. Okay, so now between you and I've decided that I'm gonna be publishing the 0 to 6 figure blueprint on on the 5th of September, which is I don't know when you'll be watching this video, but I'm recording this video on the 3rd of September, meaning that it's in 2 days time. I'm gonna be publishing this 0 to 6 figure blueprint course, or mini course, I would say, and it's gonna help out a lot. Like, it's gonna change a lot of lives. I'm looking forward to see what it has in store for us. I'm looking forward to just get a lot of testimonials, and I'm looking forward to just see a lot of people's lives change because of one decision that I took, because of one simple decision that I took. And my decision was obviously to help out people, and at the end my goal has to be reached. I've got goals. Some of the things that I'm going to be teaching you, they have to be reached. Like, I want to reach a specific level whereby I just sit down, and even my daughter and my family, or whoever is close to me, can be able to just be inspired by the work that I've done, because they can see. I'm like, now I get excited when I walk in public areas, and I meet people, and they'll be like, Lisiva, I know you from YouTube, and we speak a bit more about it, and we respect each other, and they just tell me about how my videos have helped them out, and all these things. So even if you do get to see me in public, I wouldn't mind if you do give me a shout out. I'll be excited to actually respond to you, or we get to exchange a bit more about the markets, a bit more about what it is that you have going on your side, how I can help you out, and so on. And also, I'm also looking for help. I know that I'm gonna be meeting people that are gonna help me out with different things, because I did a few months ago, I started speaking a bit more about property. I got a lot of property requests. I spoke that I want to get into property, I want to invest in property, and so on. A lot of people that are legit came to me and they're talking about property business ideas. So which means that basically it's all about helping each other, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be involved in a transaction that only one wins and the other gets to lose, which is highly not fair. It's not fair. And the most important investment that you can make is on the knowledge, because I was once scammed. I was once robbed my money. Someone took my money, told me about Bitcoin and so on. But I don't blame them. It's all because of me not willing to invest in the knowledge, not willing to invest. If I went out there and I got information about Bitcoin, I would have made more money by myself without having to give the person my money, and the person trades for me Bitcoin, mines for me Bitcoin, and then I have to expect them to give it back to me. So I don't know if I'm saying too much here. I don't know how long this video is, but I just wanted you guys to be able to get as much valuable information from what it is to be expected, and hopefully you guys will be. I'll leave the link also in this video, so when it does get published, you'll be able to get the information. You'll be able to get how you can get access to it. Obviously, I like to do with a limited number of people, because that way I can filter out the ones that are not important and only focus on the ones that are important, only focus on the ones that we have the same vision. Because if you do have the same vision with someone else, you guys can get to that same goals a bit more faster compared to just me getting there faster. So yeah, I will on the 5th of September is when we will be publishing it. Obviously, if you're in the Telegram public group, what you can do is that you'll be the first to know about it. If you're not, obviously just go down in the description box and you'll be the first to know about it. As soon as we publish it, you'll be the first to know how you can access it. And I will see you guys also in the 0 to 6 figure blueprint. But not only that, I want videos from you guys telling me about how this changed your life. As soon as you are done learning, and as soon as you got all the valuable information on. I want videos that will inspire, so I can also share your stories with people out there, just so they can see that you are also a random person that didn't know, that doubted at first, but at the end of the day you took that risk, you took that chance, and eventually it did play out for you, and now you are a success story. That's what I want. And I'll see you guys. Make sure that you're in the Telegram group just so you can get this information. And it's your boy I'll see you guys on the next videos to come, dropping videos each and every day.